Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about iterative statements in Apex. So there are four iterative statements: while loop, do while, for loop, and enhanced for loops are the iterative statements that we use in Apex. So coming to while loops, so these are the pre-checking iterative statements where the condition will be checked before doing the block of code. Let's go to the syntax and check. So while condition syntax will be while and condition statements. Then we'll look block of code that has to be executed. So there are some one difference between while and do while loop. So we'll check this one while we are trying some example. Next one is let's see an example for while loop. So then we'll go after that we'll go to the do while loop. So log into your Salesforce for doing these examples. So I'm doing these examples in execute announcements window. So I'm not creating a separate case for these examples. So I already prepared some examples beforehand. So because I don't want to make the video length more than enough. So what in the code itself, I defined a variable, integer variable with the name, count, and assign a value to 1. And this is a while loop. This is a while loop statement and the condition. So what the condition is 1 count less than 11 and system debug show the value in the debug file and increment the value. So this plus plus one is the increment values. There are some operators, assignment operators like conditional operators. So I made a video regarding those things. I'll share the link in the description. You can check that one as well. So let's execute this code. So keep the open log checkbox as checked. So because we don't have to go to the log file and open it, it will automatically open. So check this for debug only. So we'll get the values until 10. So this is the code. So the value will be 1 until 10. The condition will satisfy. So we'll get the values 10, 10. After 10, we'll get the incremented value as 11. If 11 less than 11, it is not the condition doesn't satisfy. So the code execute terminates the execution until after 10. So we'll get the values at 10. So let's change the value to 1. So what I'm changing is I change the count less than 11 to 1. Why is because I want to show you the differences between while and do while loop. So because it's a pre-checking and do while is a post-checking iterative statement. So what happens if we keep it as a 1, we don't get any values in the system debug in while loop. So let's open the debug file and see the debug value. So we don't have any values in the debug file for while loop. Now let's go to the do while. So what is the do while? Do while is a post checking iterative statements. What it happens, it repeatedly execute the block of code. The block of code will be in the between do while parenthesis. Sorry, do while flower braces. This block of code will execute repeatedly. The Boolean conditions remains true. So this condition remains true. The block of code will execute repeatedly. Okay, after each execution, the Boolean condition will be checked again once. So if this once this code is executed, then it will comes to while loop again. It checks the condition. If it is true, then it will go to the do while loop again and it will execute this block of code. How this iterative statements work? So what happens between do while and while is the block of code always at least runs once because it's a post checking operator. So first it will print the values in this do while and check the condition. So let's see those example as well. So this is the example for do while. I'll go to the execute announcement window. I'll change the statement according to a do while iterative statement. So I'm using the same code. What I'll do, I'll make some arrangements. Oh, sorry, corrections. It will use the do while loop. So this is the syntax for do while loop. First we'll have a do flower basis on, then the statement, then the while statement with the condition while statement and the semicolon at the end. Click on execute. So we have value is 1. So we got 1. Previously we didn't get this value as 1. What we got, we didn't got any value in the system debug file when we keep it as 1. Why? Because it's a post checking, it's a pre-checking operator. So this is the difference between while and do while loop. And even if we keep this 11, it will give us the values until 10 as the same given by while loop. Depending upon requirement, we'll change the use of while and do while loops. So this is about the while and do while loop. If you have any queries, please do comment. Thank you. Have a nice